Neil O'Riordan, please.
Hi Stephen, do you feel that you caught a break tonight at the end of the game to maybe make up for some of the bad fortune?
Yeah, like I was very impressed with Serbia. I thought they were excellent on the night. You know, they've improved since we played them last even, I feel, because we'd 50-50 possession in the game away, and it was an end-to-end sort of game, 3-2 defeat, narrow defeat. But tonight Serbia were excellent, you know, and I was so impressed with them. We hung in there, you know. It was a third game in 6 days. It was only their second, really, and it was a tough shift for the players, but they showed great spirit and they fed off the energy of the crowd. The crowd were amazing, and Gavin Bazuna kept us in it for periods because they had a lot of quality. Serbia. Gavin had a tremendous game, and yeah, we got a break, which we haven't had too many of them. So we were delighted to get it. But you know, Matt Doherty, to be fair, third game in 6 days. He's not been a regular in the Tottenham team. He's played a couple of Europa League matches. So for him, he was absolutely exhausted, and he still got to push himself to the limits, got to the end line to make that cross. So, it's tremendous credit for him.
With Gavin and Andrews and Adam's performance, do you think people will kind of maybe appreciate what you're doing, or maybe you feel that they do appreciate anyway in terms of your approach?
In terms of what, sorry, Neil?
Well, in terms of, you said, in terms of building for the Euros, the fact that Gavin, Andrew and Adam were so impressive.
Yeah.
There's appreciation for what you're trying to do.
Yeah, listen, I couldn't have predicted that Andrew and Gavin played as well as they did. You know, they were absolute. Andrew up against Mitrovic and Vlahovic there, you know, and really physically, really powerful guys. And but he just has another gear. He's so quick, and his composure. The two players, Gavin and Andrew, the composure is incredible, you know. And I think, but it's early days for them. You know, Andrew's only played 7 league games for Norwich, and did a great pre-season. Played every minute in pre-season, and I know how highly they regard him there. They really do regard him highly, and he showed why tonight.
Ed Leahy, please.
Stephen, how are you doing? It was a great result tonight, I suppose, in the end. I'm just sort of thinking, I'm sure you'll be keen to analyse that game, and you know, we spoke about Serbia being an aspirational team to be, you know, compared to maybe in the future. But you know, from the performance tonight, and we're still playing catch up with them. So just in terms of what can we add to that performance where we can allow to have that control aspect in the opposition half, and to be, you know, playing that nice football in and around the opponent's box. What's missing from the team just to add to that performance tonight?
Yeah, I think I wasn't joking when I said, I wasn't just, you know, I actually genuinely meant it. I thought they were sort of probably quarter-final European Championship material, definitely. I think they're very good. You know, in many ways they caused us more problems than Portugal did in midweek. So they were excellent. They had a lot of quality in forward areas and the very good structure in their team. I think the evolution of our team is sort of a good bit behind Serbia, and we you know, you can see a lot of the players have shown a lot of composure still, and we do need to add some quality, you know, some extra quality in the final third. All right, you know, we're not saying that we're perfect. We still have we're very much a work in progress, but we have some good attacking wingers to come in who weren't here, and players who play wide. Jason Knight has played wide in that position for us, and Callum O'Dowd obviously, and Chiedozie Ogbenya, who's lightning, absolutely rapid. He is Chiedozie, and then also the fact that Callum Robinson wasn't really fit enough to start. So hopefully we'll have him again as well, because he made things happen when he came on in both games, and it was great. It was great to have him after just so quickly after having COVID. So these are players that will help us improve and be better.
And then just to follow up on that, would it be fair to say that the fact that we were enjoying a good bit of possession, and I suppose that allowed the team to take a bit of break, to get a bit of respite, and allowed them to bring the energy into the final stages? So in that sense, possession football has its benefits from that side of things as well.
Yeah, if it was behind closed doors that game, we'd have lost it. I think the support were magnificent tonight. They really were, and it was like a full house, even though it wasn't a full house. And the players got the energy from that, because say the likes of Egan and Shane Duffy and Matt Doherty, that's their third 90 in 6 days at international level against Portugal and Serbia, where they're absolutely really intense games, and the game against Azerbaijan the weekend. So it's a real shift against a team like that, who are relentless, and they deserve a lot of credit for their attitude. The attitude of the players was nothing short of first class. Really good, and we're not in the business, we celebrating a draw at home, but just in the context of the week, really, because I felt we deserved at least 4 points from the other two games, and not 6. But the way we didn't just see the last minute out in Portugal, but so to only have one coming into that game was a bit of a real kick in the teeth. And I think, as you said, the players showed sort of resilience to accept them defeats, and the quick turnaround of 3 games in 6 days, which is the 3 competitive games, which is a new concept for them over the last while, and to show the sort of determination and resilience to hang in there and realise that they've had a couple of kicks in the teeth, had a few, and to get a break probably at the end, which they deserved, because they've been in short supply. So it was a good feeling in the stadium, because it was great to see people celebrate the goal in the stadium, even if it wasn't an OG, and that's just to have the level of passion around again, because that's been, through the pandemic, that's been difficult for everyone. So people loved the idea of coming and following and supporting Ireland. People are very proud to do that, and we're all very proud to represent Ireland.
Damien Spellman, please.
Hi Stephen, just going back to Gavin Bazunu, you clearly had a lot of faith in him when you threw him in the first place, but have even you been surprised at how quickly he's grown into the role?
I knew he was very good, and I knew he had sort of special qualities as a man, first and foremost. That struck me, I felt he has characteristics that are quite unique and special as a human being. And then obviously he's a very good goalkeeper, and it's a very tight decision, because I really regard Caoimhín Kelleher so high. Caoimhín is an exceptional goalkeeper, and it's just that he hasn't been playing. He would have started in March. He was injured. Gavin came in the end, and has stayed in, and on merits he hasn't put a foot wrong, really. It's only the pass in Portugal, but he retrieved that. The Cardiff actually saved the penalty, which is an outstanding save. So he's done well. But Caoimhín is a real talent as well, and I know Mark is doing well as well. Mark Travers at Bournemouth been first choice, but Caoimhín, so we've 2 games coming up, Azerbaijan and Qatar next month. So, Queeving could feature against Qatar, for example. So 2 good prospects, and it's good to see them fulfil that and do well.
Thank you.
Just one question each from now on in, if we can. Gavin Kearney, please.
Hi, Stephen. There's so much noise surrounding your position when it comes to the conversation in the media around this team and what you're trying to do. Would you like the FAI to come out now in the next couple of days and for them to give you their backing and to shut up all that noise and get on with your work?
No, listen. I've clear communication with key people in the FAI, and they've been nothing but supportive. And I think it's irrelevant if someone writes something in the back of a newspaper or whatever, that, and then it becomes that's I can't get sidelined by that. I need to remain focused on the job in hand, because ultimately players, people have seen over the last week, they've seen some in the last few windows, some really talented players coming through. The experienced players have shown in them a brilliant attitude. Listen, the 97-minute goal in Portugal, which would have been, one of the great results, is our only defeat in 6 matches now, and but we haven't. We've been drawn too many. We need to start turning the draws into wins, and so that's. We've got the 2 games next month, and then we've got Portugal coming here, and Luxembourg. So we've got Azerbaijan and Qatar. So they're good games, and we. So yeah, a lot of good things from the week, really, but just probably Serbia overall could have deserved to win tonight. They were exceptional, but we dug in, showed different type of qualities, and played a lot of good football as well, and had obviously 2 chances at the death to win it with Andrew's brilliant shot and Shane Duffy's header, but they were very good. I felt, Serbia overall.
John Fallon, please.
Hi, Stephen. Just on the goal you conceded, can you just tell us a bit about that? Milinkovic-Savic seemed to think Alan Brown was picking him up. Was that deliberate?
No, I think. Listen, I look after all the defending corners myself, and I take great pride in that, and that's our first goal we conceded from a corner since I took over. Except for the second phase against England, which was headed out of the box and across back in, but in a thing. So we seen Milinkovic-Savic. We didn't get that. We knew that he did that, and we prepared against it. So we're disappointed that we conceded it, but he is difficult to stop. They are difficult to stop and deliver. Tadic's delivery is amazing. He's probably the best delivery that we've played against. His delivery is tremendous. They've so much height. If you go through the team, we're giving inches away everywhere, really, to be honest with you. They had Mitrovic, Vlahovic, and 3 centre-halves, and Milinkovic-Savic, all in the box. So there's 6 in the box. So it's difficult to defend against. They are. We defended well in Serbia against the place. They're very, very dangerous from that. They just have so great delivery and powerful lads.
Okay, guys, we're going to end it there. Thanks for your help.